One of our most common questions that parents ask is, when can my child start learning to play the piano? And I'll give you the fast answer first, and then I'll kind of go into a little more detail on why that is. And the fast answer is, we like to start with children around 5 years old. So generally, all of our teachers at Piano and More can work with students 5 years old and above. And the reason we like to do 5 years old is because piano does require very specific movements in the hands. So we want to have some kind of muscle dexterity already developed in the fingers so that way they can press different keys with their different fingers. It's also really helpful that they already have some kind of foundation on letters and numbers because we do involve a lot of that in music theory. And by the way, piano will help supplement that education and help them understand all those things a lot faster as well because they'll be able to visually see math or letters on musically using sound. And that just helps reinforce what they're learning. And we offer 3 different lesson lengths. So we have 30, 45, and 60-minute lessons. And you can probably imagine that sitting on a piano bench for 30 minutes could be really hard for somebody under 5 years old and probably even hard for some 5-year-olds. Something that our teachers will do to help with that is we can do some off-the-bench activities that are still musical and still educational, like something like a rhythm game where there's some body movement involved. And that really helps just keep them engaged for the entire 30 minutes. Now, I do want to say, though, that sometimes we do work with students that are under 5 years old. And yes, we have some students currently that are 4 years old. We really haven't done much under like that age, like toddlers. That's more of like a music group class. We always like to recommend those. But every now and then, we do come across music teachers that are specifically experienced with working with pre-K children. And so they have a lot more resources. They know how to work with children that are younger, that may not have that long attention span. And so when we have a teacher that is specialized to work with younger age groups, then of course we'll be happy to enroll you. And the way to figure that out is basically you just fill out a contact form on our website, and our lesson coordinator will let you know if we do have someone available for your child. And then another follow-up question that we get is, can my 5-year-old perform in a recital? And the answer is yes. We want your child to experience the stage as young as possible. So we have 2 formal performances every year. We have a winter recital and then a spring recital. And by the way, we try to keep our recitals professional, but not stressful. We don't want them to feel bad when they mess up or if they're nervous. We have a very encouraging, supportive audience where we're clapping, we're cheering them on, and we're trying to make them feel like this is a safe space. So that's important to note, and that really helps with younger or first-time performers. But we also offer another performance experience, and that is open mics or field trips to a music studio where you can still perform, you can still practice playing for other people, but you don't have to worry about the spotlight being on you so much. You don't have to worry about a stage. You can perform in a restaurant where people are having their own conversations, eating, drinking. And so it's a lot less pressure to perform at an open mic, for example, than it is at a recital. And that's just a great way to get those points and experiences performing for other people. We've seen that the longer you wait to perform, it can get harder and harder to go on a stage and present yourself to people that you've never met. There's so many great benefits that happen from performing for other people and for sharing your gift. And we really want them to get comfortable in that skill set because it is a completely different skill set. Playing at home and playing for strangers or even for your family and friends that is another skill set that needs to be practiced. And we want to get that in as soon as possible to keep that learning journey as easy as possible. And for the parents where you have a 2 or 3 or 4-year-old and you want to get them started in piano, but we just don't have a teacher available, or you don't want to have to wait till they're 5 years old, I highly recommend that you reach out to your local county. Falls Church, Arlington, McLean, they all have fantastic community centers where they offer these group classes. So if you would rather get your child started in music sooner rather than later, then definitely check out your general music education classes in group settings. It's a great way to be exposed to different types of songs, also identifying pitches and learning about rhythms. There's just so many layers to music, and it doesn't have to start at a piano for your child to start becoming musical. And then when they're ready, you can reach out to us and we can start organizing private piano lessons that are very specific to the instrument. Having those foundations in music will really give your children an advantage when you do call us and you do organize those private lessons for your child. My name is NICOLE KOVAR. I hope this was a helpful video and helping you understand, is this a good time for my child to start piano, or should I wait a little bit longer when some of that muscle dexterity has developed and I can really optimize piano lessons for my child? So if you're interested, please fill out the contact form. We will have someone from our team reach out to you and let you know what teachers are available in your area. We have pictures, biographies of all our teachers, so you can get to know who will be arriving at your door before they even come. We also have a really great reputation online. We have over 60 5-star reviews combined from Google and from Yelp. So you can feel comfortable enrolling into a trial 50% off, which can be as low as $35 for a 30-minute lesson. So give it a try, and then you can make a decision and see, is this the right time to start piano lessons? Thank you, everyone, and keep the music going.